Hello, welcome to Just Create. My name is Gabe Sheffield, and today we discuss a bunch of filmmaking resources that are available to you right here on YouTube. Let's begin. The importance of learning can never be overstated. The longevity of any career depends on that individual's willingness and ability to evolve over time. The only way to evolve is to continue to learn and grow. So regardless to where you are in your career as a creative, you can still learn. The day you stop learning will be the beginning of when you stop creating. Fortunately, today, the resources to learn are endless. You can pretty much learn anything you want for free. Everything I know about filmmaking has come from some media-based resource or from mistakes I've made while doing. So today, I'll give you a bunch of resources that I use on YouTube, and I'll link all of these resources below in the description. First on the list is FilmRide. FilmRide provides a smorgasbord of information, from DIY solutions, behind the scenes content, interviews with various people in the industry, editing tips. The list is just endless of information you could gain from watching FilmRide. Now, next on the list is an underrated resource, and that resource is Cooke Optics TV. This channel is dedicated to cinematography as they interview amazing cinematographers. While listening to these interviews, you hear so many tips and tricks from how and why they choose tools to their techniques to accomplishing some of the beautiful imagery that we see in today's theater. Then we have Lessons from the Screenplay. This channel breaks down story structure of some amazing films and provides an educational resource on how to study and how to create a great storyline. Next on the list is Film Is Now, a channel that interviews actors and sometimes directors of films that are about to hit theaters. Now, these interviews show how the actors approach these projects and how they feel on set. The channel also gives tons and tons of behind the scenes clips, which gives you the opportunity to see a little bit of how it is on an actual movie set. Another resource is Every Frame is a Painting. Every Frame is a Painting discusses film form. They cover a lot of topics which provide the why things are done in films, from the use of certain camera angles, use of camera movement, use of music, and many other different topics. Next is Filmmaker IQ. Now, if you enjoy history and the history of filmmaking, then this is the resource for you. The history of different film philosophies and film techniques are poetically broken down and explained for your benefit. Next, we have D4 Darius. Darius Britt shares tips on filmmaking, screenwriting, and directing. He gives examples on how to produce film with little to no budget and little to no equipment. He also provides one-on-one consulting for script writing and growing your YouTube channel. Popular vlogger Casey Neistat is another learning resource. Now, he doesn't directly set out to teach like some of the other channels, but Casey has mastered the art of storytelling. The filmmaking game is all about telling and engaging people in your story. And I watch Casey's very engaging, entertaining vlog, and I study just how he tells his stories. Next up is another vlogger, Peter Mckinnon. Now, Peter blew up fast, like 1 million subscribers in 1 year fast, which is crazy. Peter gives tips and techniques on-the-go cinematography, editing, photography, and what I gain most from his channel is inspiration, as he preaches and shows how he is willing to go the extra mile just to tell his story. DSLR video shooter are our next resource, featuring Caleb Pike. This is a resource on affordable gear and equipment, and Caleb also provides guides on cameras and how he uses them. In the age of media, his channel is a very valuable resource on using affordable gear to produce high quality content. Now, when it comes to filmmaking, audio is just as important, if not more important than the visuals. And Curtis Judd, our next resource, gives advice on the best mics, recorders, plugins, and techniques for capturing and delivering the most pristine, high quality audio for your projects. Next up is Cinematography Database. Matt Workman is an experienced cinematographer who gives in-depth lighting breakdowns and techniques he has learned and used from years of shooting corporate shoots and music videos. He also breaks down lighting techniques for many films we see in theaters, just using some still images or behind-the-scenes photos. Speaking of music videos, our next resource is YC Imaging. This channel is dedicated to music videos and how he plans, shoots, and delivers music videos to his clients. From concept to completion, you see the different steps it takes to produce a high-quality music video. For tech reviews and some inspiration, one of the best resources is Phillip Bloom. Phillip, hands down, gives the most in-depth, detailed reviews on cameras on YouTube. He also produces beautiful documentary and portrait films, which gives me an outlook on how to find interesting subjects. Next is Film Courage, another underrated resource. This channel interviews many different industry professionals, editors, directors, writers, cinematographers, pretty much any profession you can think of within the industry. These interviews discuss how and why they make the decisions that they make for their films. Next up is Griffin, Hammond, Nick Bodmer, and the Hey.Film podcast. Now, I know podcasts are usually just audio, but this video-based podcast covers a multitude of topics, from what to think about when purchasing gear, giving tools, tips, and tricks to editing, capturing different shots, asking the right interview question. The channel also even gives its viewers the chance to email in questions that they would like answered on the show. Now, last but not least is not an individual channel, but it is a YouTube resource that I like to use. I love to watch interviews from my favorite filmmakers, whether they are directors, writers, or cinematographers. If I can find an interview of them discussing their approach or thought process, techniques on some of the films I love, then I'll watch it and I'll learn. Those are a bunch of resources on YouTube alone, and there are tons more on YouTube and other platforms. If you want to learn anything today, the only thing that is stopping you from learning is you. Although these resources are great, the best way to learn is to do and make mistakes. Keep shooting, keep learning, and don't let not knowing be a reason why you don't create. Remember, there will always be 1,001 reasons why you shouldn't create, but you only need one reason to do it. No excuses, just create.